Hello everyone, I'm Freaky. Welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be reacting to One Fish Mob's video, Found War, The Thing versus The Blob. So if you guys haven't seen this video, please go watch that video first. Watch that, come back, watch this. So let's continue. Okay, I've got something to say. Okay, I know the thing is like this this parasite that can grow and it can take over people's bodies, blah 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 blah. That sort of stuff. I know all about him. And when it comes to the blob, it's just basically this this big massive blob thing that just absorbs people and it adds to its mass and all that stuff. I think a more satisfying fight would have been like this other like parasitic thing called the stuff. And it's like the blob, except it's called the stuff. It's like I think it was like either ice cream or milk or something like that. Like it had its own like form, but people just eat it and it would like come out of their bodies. That sort of stuff. I think that would have been a much more like fitting thing, because I mean they are basically like very similar. But anyways, yes, let's talk about this. I'm gonna go with the blob on this one simply because the blob it just like eats like living organisms, and I don't think the thing actually will stand a chance against that, because I mean the thing needs to he's basically like a mass that the blob can easily eat. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the blob on this one. So without further ado, let's get to watching. So this is Found War, The Thing versus the Blob, and 3, 2, 1, and go.
In space, no one can hear you scream, but what if space instead brought those screams to us? The Thing, the shape-shifting parasite of many faces. And the Blob, the carnivorous slime mold from outer space. I'm one fish mob, and it's my job to see who would win in a fight.
Yay.
Once upon a time on a distant planet, a group of aliens went off to collect animals, but in the process accidentally smuggled something else aboard. Once on the ship, this alien quickly assimilated almost everything on the ship and accidentally crashed into the Antarctic on Earth. There it remained in deep slumber until it was reawakened by a group of people stationed out there. It quickly wasted no time and took the guise of one of their animals before it assimilated the rest, and almost nearly assimilated all life at the base it was at. After this, the people will eventually dub this beast the Thing.
The Thing.
The Thing is definitely one of the most dangerous species of aliens that is ever made in fiction, due to its naturally nasty ability to assimilate all living things, turn into exact lookalikes, and even gain their personality and memory. As you guessed it, this parasite is a predator that hunts in plain sight, since it is a shapeshifter. But this assimilating doesn't just stop at disguising itself. It also helps the creature adapt to whatever environment it's in. Hence why it went for one of the dogs first before one of the people. Well, it had to cope with the cold, and because of this, its appearance will really vary. One form could look like a dead dog with a T-Rex head on its side, while another could look like a spider with snail eyes with the body of a human head. It also has a variety of weapons. The weapons, although is varied depending on what form it's in or what it assimilated, but the weapons it gets from that is usually claws meant for ripping and tearing. Its teeth can slice and crush bone and effortlessly slice through flesh, and the grasping tentacle-like appendages that it uses for assimilating our life forms. Each of the creature's individual cells is both part of a singular multicellular life form and a distinct, independent entity, yet at the same time. Dual functionality of the creature enables individual cells and or collections of cells to function as separate organisms if necessary, which are invariably focused on one goal, assimilating and imitating other life forms. In other words, it means if the thing is torn apart, that part which has been torn apart can grow new limbs and become a new thing, just like the creature you first came off of. But even though the thing's shapeshifting is its greatest standpoint, it only helps it so much in the long run. It can easily be killed by explosions. It cannot assimilate the cells of something that has already been killed or is already dead. DNA testing can expose if the thing is in a certain form or not. It was frozen in ice for 1,000 years by accident and can easily be incinerated by flame. But still, the thing puts a new meaning to hiding in plain sight.
The Blob. This is going to be one of the most underrated monsters in any fiction.
Meteorites, the very remains of stuff that once were planets. Each of these rocks in space holds many secrets, including the secret to life on other planets. And this is what would happen if it came to Earth. One fateful night, a meteorite has hit the Earth, but as opposed to being incinerated by the Earth's atmosphere, it instead hatched a gooey slime-based life form. After it devoured a man who made the mistake of touching it, it quickly grew and started causing its reign of terror, devouring everyone and anything alive that gets in its way. The Blob's one and only weapon is actually also its greatest defense, the slime that composes the Blob itself. The Blob slime can stick to any life form or surface that the Blob wants to stick to, and it will never let go unless if the Blob wants to. The slime will also slowly digest whatever flesh or meat it touches. Not to mention, with it being made of slime, it becomes a lot more active when in a hot climate. The Blob itself, due to being a blob, is able to move through any kind of piping in the ground or on the surface, even able to come out of a garbage disposal. And if a piece comes off and is able to find more food, a new blob will form. And the more the blob eats, the bigger it gets, and the harder it is to stop. It is even capable of growing to the near size of a city block if its food source is big enough. But with all this power given to it by its nature, it is also given great weaknesses. Cold temperatures harm the blob, and if chilled enough, completely freezes it. It cannot escape anything that is meant for holding liquid, and is extremely slow. But still, the Blob proves that it takes a lot more to be a monster than just looks.
Fair enough. Okay, what's going on here? Sorry, I do apologize, it's really hot in here. Holy crap baskets, look at that! The goo. White. He's gone. He's done. on, the lobster. The blob should be able to kick the thing's ass. See, told ya. This war has been won.
So why did the Blob win? Well, that's easy. The thing definitely held the advantage in speed and intelligence due to whatever it assimilates, but the Blob easily outdid the thing in everything else. Whenever the thing tried to assimilate the Blob just simply digested and destroyed any part of the thing that touched it. Teeth, claws, tail, tentacles, etc. Not to mention the Blob, due to its nature, could easily just win this fight without even trying. It could not feel any pain. If anything, all the slime flying off would just help the Blob reproduce. So instead, the thing just kept feeding the Blob, making it bigger and stronger while the Blob didn't have to do anything. Looks like the thing was just smothered out. The winner is the Blob.
Earth, fire, wind, water, earth. By your powers combined, I am Captain Planet. Captain Planet.
Oh, I love this theme.
Gonna take pollution down to zero.
See? So what you want about Captain Planeteer is that, yeah, it's cheesy and corny, but it's fun. Captain Planet, he's a hero, gonna take pollution down to zero. I gotta say, I mean, I totally knew the Blob was gonna win that one. It'd be cool if they actually made like a remake or a sequel of the Blob. I'd watch it. I mean, there's really not a lot you can do when it comes to like the Blob. I mean, if anything, I think most of the villains would be like beaten by the Blob. I mean, he could take down zombies if he wanted to. He could probably take down like aliens and predators and like other like villains if he wanted to. So yeah, I'd say the Blob would definitely like win most fights. I mean, not like as in like Superman or Goku or anything like that, but like just like things that can't fly away from it. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. So yeah, that was a good fight. So if there's anything if there's anything you guys want me to react to, just leave it in the comments below, and I will get to that video as soon as I can. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. And please don't forget to check out my other social medias. Please go and check out my alternative video platforms: Rumble, Odyssey, BitChute, Twitch, and please come and hang out on my Discord server. We can play games, have a movie night or a series night, or you can watch me play a few games. And if you guys have any suggestions of any videos you want me to react to, or any video ideas in general, you can tell me on my Discord. I'm also on Twitter, Gab, Getter, and Paula. I'm on Locals, Tumblr, Minds, and if you guys want to support me, please go and check out my Subscribestar. It's like Patreon, but better. All these things are in the description box below, so please go and check them out and subscribe to them. I'm Geek Freak. Peace out.